My name is Anthony Clark. I'm President of EBAN. I'd like to introduce our distinguished guests on the top table here. We have Jaime Andres, President of Bianchi, Francisco Banner, President of Just Venture FNABA, Antonio Dore Capucho, President of the Municipality of Cascais, and we have the Secretary of State, Assistant to the Minister for Industry and Innovation, Antonio Casco-Guerra. I'm delighted to be here to welcome you all to our 7th Annual Congress. This is the first ever Congress in Portugal. This is the only specific event organised annually for Europe's business angel community. And I'm pleased to say today is the largest one we've ever staged in the last 7 years. My sincere thanks to our hosts, Innov Capital and Just Venture, who have helped us bring this Congress to Portugal. My particular thanks to Francisco Banner of Just Venture and FNABA for his help in staging this event. Francisco has had the desire and passion over the past year to make this event happen, working closely with myself and Claire Moore, the General Manager of EBAN. Francisco recently created FNABA as the new trade body for the Portuguese angel market. It is very encouraging to hear there are already 6 new angel networks in Portugal. And I personally have the great pleasure of being present at the official launch of the new trade body here in Lisbon last autumn. So we have a challenge to generate angel activity in Europe, and particularly in a new market like Portugal. So there'll be many challenges for Francisco and his team in the months ahead. And we look forward to working in EBAN with FNABA to help make things happen. And I would ask the Minister to also be aware of the need to stimulate business angel investment in the country, particularly through tax breaks. My thanks also to the local and international Congress sponsors. Your commitment to EBAN has been essential to stage this event, and we are extremely grateful for your support. Their names are behind me and at the side. I also wish to thank the European Commission, who are present with us today. It is very encouraging that the EC are now providing valuable support to Europe's growing business angel market through programs such as the Pro-Inno program. You'll hear more about this afternoon in one of the sessions from 2:30. My thanks to all of the speakers who have given us support to this conference. I'll mention one or two if I may. Particular thanks to John May. He's the President of the Angel Capital Association. This is the trade body for the US angel market. He's come over here from Washington and will be presenting later today the changing face of business angel investment in the US. We at EBAN continue to cooperate with the ACA and John and his board because it's important that we exchange good practices from both the European and US markets. So let's now reflect just for a few minutes on the European angel market and the market for early stage VC capital. Stimulating and supporting business angel investment in seed and early stage growth businesses is right at the core of the 2000 Lisbon Agenda and the EU's ambitious objectives of competitiveness and growth in the medium and long term in our vast global economy. The Lisbon 2010 goal is now more critical given the continued migration of Europe's formal venture capital into larger and later stage businesses and private equity buyouts following the burst in the technology bubble in 2000. Almost every week now you read in the newspapers about a major company under threat from private equity. In the UK, a couple of weeks ago it was Sainsbury's. There'll be others. So the money's going into the much later, larger buyouts and neglected in the small early stage seed finance area. So in the wake of 2000, VC investment shrank by over 80% within 3 years and has yet to recover from this downturn. European VC investment in 2005 was less than €4 billion. And we at EBAN estimate that business angels across Europe together are probably investing a similar sum to our whole VC industry. Nevertheless, most governments in member state countries still fail to recognise the important role played by business angels, who provide both risk capital and mentor capital. They bring experience and contacts to young, ambitious entrepreneurs. This critical supply of additional private risk capital is currently being held back by the failure on the part of many of our governments in Europe to recognise the importance of stimulating angel investment in their own countries through fiscal and other measures. So here we have an opportunity this autumn in Portugal. The government here have the presidency of the EU, and I hope they'll be organising a summit to try and capitalise on the importance of growing this market. EBAN continues to encourage business angel investment in Europe. We're a very small organisation, a not-for-profit organisation, but our membership has nearly trebled in the last 3 years. We currently have 65 members from 19 European countries, and we have links with all the major angel groups across the world. There are, however, big challenges to overcome in Europe. There is already a wide diversity in the Europe angel market. We don't have a single market. We have difficulty in creating cross-border angel investments through different legal and fiscal regimes, and practical and commercial issues relating to co-investment between institutional venture capitalists and business angels. There are many challenges. EBAN continues to try and address these issues. I'm very pleased that we've been able to put together a white paper, which is in the reception, setting out our recommendations on how the various actors in Europe can contribute to stimulating and growing this very important angel market. Now, our Congress over the next 1.5 days includes both keynote speakers and panel sessions. I really encourage you in the audience to actively participate at the end of the panel sessions when we have time for questions and answers. Give your points of view, be controversial, test the speakers, and let's see if we can come up with some new ideas. Finally, I really hope you do enjoy the next day and a half. It's going to be a very busy time. I hope you'll make some new friends, some new contacts, before you leave us tomorrow lunchtime.